So we have a question. Is it right to think about Hashem when you are naked? So for example, when you're going to the mikveh, or all kinds of other cases, taking a shower, going to the bathroom, this, that, all kinds of cases. So we know that you're not supposed to think about Torah. Okay, you're not supposed to think about Torah in places that are like dirty. So mikveh, because today we're using the mikveh also as a public bathhouse, so it's considered to be a place that is dirty, like bathroom. Okay. By the way, if you have for example, there's in the Shmuel Hanavi tomb, so they have a natural mikveh, or the Arizal mikveh, or places like that there's no showers. Yeah, just old kind of fashion of mikveh that just a room with a hole in the ground that is cold water, so it's cold. So so there's no sweat and dirtiness in the air, by the steams. So then for sure you have no problem. You can even say bracha there, by the way. Ladies are saying bracha in the mikveh, right? They say bracha in the mikveh. So you must say that there is a way to say the bracha in the mikveh. So whenever you can say the bracha, so for sure you can think also about Torah. Yeah? But let's say we're talking about a different case, that it's a place that is really dirty, like a men's mikveh, public bathhouse. Okay. So then you're not allowed to think about Torah, but yes, you are allowed to think about Hashem. Okay. And there is Gemara about David HaMelech, that one time he went into the bathhouse and he took out the tzitzit, and he thought to himself, oh, I'm naked from the mitzvot, I don't have any mitzvah now. And then he remembered that he have Brit Milah, so he was comfort. I have mitzvah that I'm still with that mitzvah, right? So obviously to think about mitzvah, to think about Hashem is right. It's coming together. Another thing that it's brought down in the Gemara in Masechet Berachot, that says that you're allowed to say himanuta in the bathroom. Himanuta, it means faith, emunah. Okay, so you might ask yourself, why a person would want to say himanuta in the bathroom? So I'm not sure, but that was my impression from this Gemara, that in their times, the guy going to the bathroom, it was a challenge. It was not so simple like for us. Maybe because their diet was not they didn't have so much fresh vegetables, whatever it is. It was a challenge to go to the bathroom. You see that from different sources. So, for example, it's brought down in the halakha that when someone going to the bathroom, don't push too hard because you might tear your intestines. Yeah, it's brought down in the halakha. So today, you don't hear parents are warning their children's, about something like that, because no one is no, it's not something that is happening in our reality, in our nature. So with that understanding, so someone that is going to the bathroom, it might be kind of danger, yeah. And specifically for them, when they went to the bathroom outside of the city, in the fields, maybe there's robbers. Who knows? It's not something that is comfortable and protected like our experience. So they had to strengthen themselves with faith. Yeah? So they allowed to say out faith to strengthen themselves with faith. Okay? So you can learn few lessons from that. One of the things, whenever you feel that you need to strengthen yourself with faith, say faith, emunah, himanuta, yeah, segula, to strengthen yourself with faith. And the big chidush, there's our subject matter, that you're allowed to do that in the bathroom.
You could say this in the bathroom.
Yeah, it says in clear Gemara. You can say that in the bathroom. Okay. So obviously, faith in what? Faith in Hashem, obviously. So you think about Hashem. So it's kind of delicate, because you think about Hashem, but you're not supposed to think about Torah.
It's very delicate.
Right? So
it's a thin line.
Yeah. they say that the Baal Shem Tov, the Baal Shem Tov, one time they asked him about a certain person that was very, very, very far from the Torah. So far from the Torah, he didn't know anything. He was not interested to know anything. He was like really out of anything that is like Kedusha. And they told about it to the Baal Shem Tov. So the Baal Shem Tov said, this person, he will not have a claim against him that he was thinking about Torah in the bathroom. Because he doesn't think about Torah at all.
Wow.
So he wouldn't have like they wouldn't demand from him about like thinking. So you can like twist that story around and understand that it was clear for the Baal Shem Tov that most of the people or all the people that are involved with Torah, sometimes it happens that you can't control it, and like you have some thought of Torah and you need to remove it, right?
It's interesting, like Torah could become part of your Yetzer Hara, because you're not supposed to think about it in the bathroom.
Right,
Your Yetzer Hara
right,
is going to make you
right.
think about Torah in the bathroom.
Right.
Very interesting.
Right. I can tell you that I heard that Rav Getz Zatzal, the rabbi of my rabbi for Kabbalah, so for a while it was a challenge for him, like what to do in the bathroom that it will occupy his mind, because he had a very big head and he was thinking about Torah all the time. So he decided to take on himself to learn like Chinese medicine when he's in the bathroom. So he bought like a few books of Chinese medicine, and that's what he was doing in the bathroom. But after a while, he decided to go to something else, because like dealing with like medicine, like human body, like you see the miracles of Hashem, and then you think about like all the Torah perspective, like what the Torah will say about that. So it didn't help. It's actually it became to be like, you know, like another way to get to learning. So anyhow, you see that it's not so simple, but the answer is you're allowed to think about Hashem, and there is a differentiation between Hashem and the Torah for that purpose, even though we said that Hashem and the Torah is one. So when you are allowed to learn Torah and you're learning Torah, so by learning Torah you are connecting to Hashem, because Hashem and the Torah is one. But in that purpose of thinking about Torah in the bathroom and you think about Hashem, so the fact that you think about Hashem doesn't mean that you think about Torah. So you're allowed to think about Hashem, but not to think about Torah. Did I make myself clear?
Yes, but I have a problem with it. Because we just said before, Hashem and the Torah are one. So if we think about Hashem, it means we're also thinking about Torah.
Okay, so that's exactly my point. So we say Hashem and the Torah is one for the purpose that when you're learning Torah, by learning Torah you're connecting to Hashem, because the Torah and Hashem is one.
Right.
But when you think about Hashem, it doesn't mean that you think about Torah in the same time.
Okay.
So that's so in the mikvah, in the bathroom, you can think about Hashem, but not to think about Torah.
Okay.
That's my understanding, and I'm sure that you'll ask other rabbis and you'll get all kinds of various answers. But okay, you're welcome to comment and give some of those answers back.